So in this video we're going to show you how to make sure Dropbox is started and running on your computer. I already have it started, and the way I can tell is down here is my little Dropbox icon. And the little green check there means that everything has been synced. If there's no little Dropbox here, then that means Dropbox is not running and my files are not getting synced with updates and changes that everyone else has made. So let me show you what to do if you don't see the little Dropbox icon down here in your system tray. Just going to go in here and into Dropbox. So here's my Dropbox link to launch the program. So let's say I've just booted up my computer and I don't see Dropbox here anywhere. So I need to launch it. So I'm just going to double click it. And you can see the little blue wheel spinning. Dropbox should now start loading in my system tray. But for me it didn't. Sometimes this happens with Windows computers when you boot up, and with the new Dropbox it just is not super compatible in terms of security features. So in order to make it run, I just have to right click on this link and go to Run as Administrator. Okay, and I do that. It's going to say, do you want to run this as administrator? I say yes. And basically that is just me telling Microsoft Windows, the operating system, that I trust Dropbox and I want to give it access to my files on my systems, because when I click on it regularly I don't give it that administrative power. But when I right click, run as administrator, as you can see it runs. Now you see this little blue wheel spinning. That means that it's indexing, which means that it's checking our shared Dropbox folder to make sure there's no folders. If it is, it's going to sync it. Now this little green check, that means everything has synced. You can double click it, you can then click on it and you'll see up to date syncing. I joined a new folder, some recently changed files, etc. And then when I just go to my Dropbox folder, or I have shortcuts here to events folders because I'm in there a lot, you'll see everything for our events folder, and you'll see all these little green checks, meaning it has synced everything in those folders. If there's no green check, usually it will be a blue spinning circle, which means that it's trying to sync. Occasionally it will be a red X, very rarely that just means it hasn't synced. So that's how we get Dropbox to boot up. And if we ever want to pause it, we just hover the mouse here, click pause, and it pauses syncing. Pretty basic. And as you'll see down here, there's a little pause button. That might be beneficial if, say, someone is making updates on their computer and you keep seeing this little pop-up screen. Someone has saved this file, saved this file. If you pause it, that will stop. But you just have to remember to come back and resume syncing when you're done, or you'll miss all the changes that have been made. And that's the basics of how to get Dropbox up and running on your computer. So in this video we're going to show you how to start a staff list for an event. So we're going to go to Events 2015, Admin Docs. Here are all our templates and our blank documents to start off each event. Make sure that we always copy a blank template from here. Never take an old event staff list and paste that in, because there'll be old info that might get incorrectly added in. So we always start from scratch, and we're going to right click, copy. Make sure we always copy, never cut, because if we cut this out of here we will then lose the template, which we can get back, but it's just better procedure to always copy paste. So let's just drop it into an event folder. This one's already got one. Let's find Chanel Robertson 929. Great. Okay. So we'll just paste that in. Type in the event name. So it's Chanel Robertson. What is the date on this? 9/29/2015. Okay. started renamed our staff list, and then we're going to open it. So here's all the basic information. I always keep it with the template has 10 servers, 2 bartenders, a scullery manager, chef, cooks. That covers us for about 90% of events. That's why I keep that there. But we can delete and add more as we need to, and I'll show you that in subsequent videos. But first thing we're going to do is just rename it to Chanel Robertson, and we are going to type in the date of the event. And one little feature I've set up, if you go to the sign out sheet, I've set it to populate in the name and the date as soon as you type it on the other sheet. So I've told Excel that whatever gets typed into staff list P2, which is staff list P2, automatically gets populated into this little box here. Yeah, same thing for the event name. It makes our job a lot easier because things change. If we wrote the wrong date by mistake, and then I change it here, it will then automatically change it here. So one less thing I have to change, but 9/29 is the date. So that's how we create and start it. We make sure we save it, close it out, and keep checking the subsequent videos after this, and you'll see how we start adding staff into the list and modifying it and taking things away in terms of number of servers, number of bartenders, deleting scullery, etc.